Hey there, my name is Lauren Lemunyon. I am the founder and CEO of Spitfire Coach, and I'm also a master certified coach. Today, we are talking all things gratitude, whether you've never touched this stuff or you have a sporadic practice, or you're like, I'm doing it every day, but I want to amplify and optimize my gratitude practice. We are going to be covering all of that for you today. And this is for you to refer back to as a resource to get those little boosts of energy, those reminders, and to help you dive into that digging deeper exercise. So, here's what we're covering today. We're talking about the incredible power and benefits of gratitude. We're also going to talk about the differences between being grateful and having gratitude. We're also going to talk about what gets in the way of your gratitude practice and how we can build strategies in order to diffuse and eliminate those blockers. And we're going to talk about how you can start a ground level gratitude practice. And then beyond that, we're going to talk about how you can enhance your gratitude practice through the digging deeper exercise. So, if you didn't know, November is National Gratitude Month. That's right, it's an entire month to talk about all things gratitude. But really, you should be doing this every day because it's amazing. And we're going to talk about some of the benefits. Now, you might be saying, Lauren, it's November 17th. We are already halfway through the month. It's too late. It's so late to be starting a gratitude practice because clearly you have to do the full 30 days, right? Wrong. In fact, there was a study where people were given the prompts to do gratitude and they were given 2 weeks. So, a 2 week gratitude intervention increased their sleep quality and it reduced their blood pressure and it led to enhanced well being. So, if you're having any issues with your sleep, gratitude is your BFF. I highly, highly suggest doing it. What is gratitude? Gratitude is a quality of being thankful. It is a readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. That's right. Gratitude is a two-way street. It's about giving and receiving. It's not just about giving compliments or saying thank you. It's also about hearing it, receiving it, and absorbing it as your own truth. So it's putting you in the mindset to give it and receive it. We've got a lot of stats about gratitude, and here's just a couple. If you want to see even more, you can follow me at Spitfire Coach on Instagram or Lauren Lemunyon at LinkedIn. I've got all of these posted one a day in the month of November. So just to start it out, did you know that simply journaling for 5 minutes a day about what you're grateful for can enhance your long-term happiness by over 10%? That's right. And did you know that regular gratitude journaling has been shown to result in 5 to 10% increases in optimism? Holy moly. Also, it's going to increase your relationship qualities with other people by expressing gratitude about what they mean to you. And it allows people to feel more respected and more integrated into the workplace. It makes people feel like they belong, that they include. And there's so many more benefits here. I've got 8 listed. Check them out. Check me out. I got even more stuff listed. We've talked about being grateful and we've talked about having gratitude. So, what's the difference? Well, being grateful is attached to what others provide and do for us. So, I'm grateful you held the door for me. I'm grateful that my mailman delivered my mail today. It comes from outside of us. It's things that happen independent of us. We might be interacting with it, but we're not necessarily doing it. Gratitude, on the other hand, is a mindset, it's a state of being. It's internally created and activated. So, what we're looking to do is find a renewable, sustainable, maintainable process that generates more gratitude, more energy, more positivity. And so that's why we're focusing on gratitude today. Now, being grateful is awesome too. It is the initial step of your gratitude practice journey. That's right. It's not just a one and done approach. It is a daily practice that we focus on gratitude as part of the journey of the rest of our lives. And if you need to get started, it starts with being grateful for the things outside of you. So there are 3 elements of a gratitude practice. The initial step is to notice good things. So, what good things are around me? Well, I've got a computer. I noticed that that's a great thing and it's working. I've got a microphone that works. My light and my heat are on. The sun is shining some days, not today. The grass is there sometimes, but all of these things that are around you, you notice them. So a good thing happened to me, that I was able to turn my computer on. Yay. Now the next step is to look for the good things. So I'm seeking it out and looking for good things that are around me. So I'm looking outside of me. Oh, it's a good thing that the light just turned green and I can go. So we're seeking it out. It's a more proactive versus the noticing, which is a more reactive and responsive. So we're looking here for a proactive, what's good that's happening. And then the third step is to appreciate and acknowledge the good things. So when we see them, when we notice them, we have to then capture it and voice it, because then it locks it in. It starts to create those neural pathways that generate those good vibes. It starts creating our focal point to the thing we want to see more of. So we notice it, we look for it, and we appreciate it and acknowledge it. That's what a gratitude practice is. So on a ground level gratitude practice looks like saying good morning to people around you, smiling when you say good morning. I mean, it's amazing how much it brightens my day when I'm out walking and I see people walking their dog and I say good morning and they say it back. And I'm like, yes, it's going to be a great day. Saying thank you and using someone's name. Oh my God, it's like amazing. When you say thank you so much, Sarah, for opening that box for me or for getting back to that client, I really appreciate it. So when you personalize it, it starts to embed it into the person. The third element of this is asking how someone is doing. So, how are you doing today? How are you really doing? It allows someone to show up and to be acknowledged. There are two things that people want in this world. It's to be seen and heard, to be acknowledged and validated. It humanizes people when we can ask them how they're doing. And the fourth piece is to make eye contact with people when you're saying thank you, when you're acknowledging them. If you got your phone down and your eyes are down looking at your phone, or if you're looking at your screen, people feel like you're just going through the motions. So if you can pause the distractions and make eye contact, and sometimes eye contact is awkward, I get it. You can look at the tip of their nose, you can look slightly above their eyebrows, but look in their direction and make sure the distractions are out of your hands or out of your digits doing things, and make sure that you're having that human connection with them. And the fifth element is to pick up the phone and to call and to say thank you. There's nothing that can replace the tone of someone's voice. It gets missed in written communication. It gets missed in email communication. So this is a way for you to really be able to control the expression, to bring on sincerity, and to really lock that in and to build trust. So what's getting in the way? It's a big old elephant in the room of our gratitude practice. And I want you to think about it. Like when you think of starting or enhancing your gratitude practice, what's getting in the way there? Now, for some people, it's, well, it feels weird. It feels awkward. Like, oh, I don't want to do this, or I don't have time for it. And at my last company that I worked for, I actually had a boss that said, why should I thank someone for doing their job? Seriously, that's what they said. Or assuming that people know they're appreciated. They know that I am appreciative of their work and their dedication. Well, assumption killed the cat. Sometimes it feels forced, for sure. And I don't know what to say. Like, what do I do? I don't know what to say here. Ooh. So we have to address this in order to move through it, in order to resolve it. So the first thing is to understand that consistency is key when it comes to making your gratitude practice a habit. It's going to take practice. It's going to feel new and awkward like a baby giraffe until you start to get more confident, until you start to build that muscle to feel more grounded and secure. So do it until it doesn't feel as awkward. And then it just becomes second nature and part of your practice. And so here's one of the main excuses I get from my clients who like to tell me that they've run out of things to do. They've run out of things to talk about. They've run out of things to be grateful for. They've already gone through the whole laundry list of their house in their life, and they've just run out of it. And so this is where you can start to dig deeper. So if you have a practice, if you want to deepen your practice, this is an exercise that you can do to start to challenge yourself to think differently. So first, you're going to get a journal. So you can use the notes section of your phone, or you can use a notebook, a spiral bound notebook. And your task each day is to capture something you are grateful for without repeating it. That's right. You're not allowed to repeat it. Now you're probably going to ask the same thing that my clients ask me, which is, well, what if I do this and I run out of ideas? And so this is where this exercise is going to come into play and be amazing. So this is where you turn to your workbook, page 5, and I've got a nice little image here, which is to start with an everyday element that you're grateful for. So it could be the weather, your family, your job, your home. And now you're going to go a layer deeper. So if I start with that initial element, let's imagine that I'm grateful for this sunny day. Okay. So that's a very surface level. It's an observation. I went looking for it. I found it. Now we're going to dig deeper. And this is now the second question. So what did this thing that you're grateful for allow you to do? So what did this sunny day allow me to do? Well, I'm grateful for this sunny day that allowed me to get outside and soak in vitamin D. I am very solar powered. Okay. Now we can go a level deeper. So what does this thing that you're grateful for open up for you? Well, I'm grateful for taking advantage of this day and moment to take a break. I'm grateful that I got to take a break. Ooh, okay. That's provided some value. Now we can go even deeper. So what did this thing that you're grateful for show you? Well, I'm grateful that I recognized my needs and honored my need for rest. See how we got deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And when we did this exercise with the full group, it started with something so basic. I'm grateful I have a job. And it started opening up these bigger areas of recognition that needed to be honored in people. And this is where you can start to unlock things and you can start to amplify your gratitude practice. So you can do this exercise as much as you want to. This is a PDF fillable workbook. You can also use this in your journal and just ask yourself the questions, go deeper, go deeper, go deeper. Get curious with it. What did it open up? What did it show you? What did you learn from it? What did it help you learn about other people? What did it help you learn about the world? These are all insights and lessons that we can do in our gratitude practice. So gratitude is great on your own to start with. You can capture it. You can express it one-on-one, but it becomes so much more powerful when you can incorporate this into a group practice. So if you're doing team meetings, I highly suggest starting to integrate gratitude into your meetings. So kicking it off, what are we thankful for? Like, what's awesome that we want to celebrate at the beginning of your meeting? It will set the tone for the energy for the rest of the meeting and the rest of the day, really. Also, think about creating gratitude pods. So you can do a 30-day challenge where you have to come up with something new. And you can do this in, a text group. You can do it in a Slack channel. You can do it in a Google Doc, do it in text message, whatever works for you. But it makes it fun to see how many things you can come up with. And you start to hear what other people are grateful for. And it becomes fun towards the end of the month where people are really digging in for new things they're grateful for. And the third element is I want you to take the compliment and absorb others' gratitude. So if you are doing these pods, if people are sharing what they're grateful for about you, say thank you. Absorb it in. Do not brush it off. This is your opportunity to really amplify it. Okay. This is where we can take it to the nth degree and max. So think about what you're going to do differently, how you're going to incorporate this. And if you miss a day, it's okay. Get back on it the next day. And then guess what? You have gratitude that you picked it up again. See how that works? So there is no right or wrong way to do this. There is just a way to do it. And the more that you do it, the better you're going to feel, the better your sleep's going to be, the better your relationships are going to be, the better you're going to feel all over the place. So go be grateful, go show gratitude, and just be thankful for this awesome life that you are in control of, that you can just push out this positive vibe and energy with all the people you're around. So if you have any questions, my contact information is right here. Lauren@spitfirecoach.com. You can see me on all the socials. If you have any questions, let me know. And y'all keep being awesome.